knows about Donnell Jones? I'm just curious, first off, before we even start this. Because, to be honest with you, if you don't know about Donnell Jones, I don't think we can be cool like that. But no, for real. This is my second episode, Talk with Tay. I've been racking my brain trying to figure out what I wanted to talk to you guys about because I have so much to talk to y'all about. So I figured it would probably be best to start from the beginning. I get a lot of questions about what inspired me to, hey, look, don't start. Anyway, I got a lot of questions asking what inspired you to get started on, the way that you work out or reshaping your body or transforming yourself or what have you. Because I've always been an athlete. I've always had an athletic background, track and basketball. But when you train for strength and performance, it's slightly different from when you train for aesthetics. Now, I was not aware of the aesthetic form of training until I moved to LA, and I think it was 2015, my man and I decided to go out to Vegas to the Mr. Olympia bodybuilding show. Now, I don't know if any of y'all know about Mr. Olympia, but it's like one of maybe, if not the biggest bodybuilding competition in the States. We get out there, and I'm looking around, I'm just seeing all these fine ass women, like just bodies built to a T, feminine, fine, and built. And I'm just looking like, I want to look like that. Because I have this big, I have this way of thinking. If I see something, I like it. I see someone doing something and I'm inspired by it. I look at it like, hey, why can't I do the same thing? So after that trip, got home, I started doing some research, started trying to figure out what I could do differently with my training and with my diet so that I could kind of, resemble the way they looked. Not that I wanted to look like them, but to see these women shaped so differently from anything that I was accustomed to, it made me start to wonder, well, what can I do with my body? What can I do with my shape? Not that anything was wrong with it, I just wanted to see. It's almost like an experiment of sorts. So I got in the gym, I started training extra hard. I'm a very observant person in terms of what works for me, how my body reacts to it, how I feel the next day, what changes I see, so on and so forth. So along with what I've already known and my training as a fitness instructor and a trainer, I combined that knowledge with, my dog's tripping. I combined that knowledge with a lot of self-taught modifications that I put myself through in the gym. So I would switch things up. I would see how my body responded to it. If it responded well, I kept it in my regimen. If it didn't, I took it out. So I basically just got in and kind of played around with some of the stuff that I knew already, did a little more research, and implemented new workouts, new foods, new sequences and techniques to help build my shape. And if y'all aren't aware, I do have a Legs Like Tape ebook. It's on my website, and this ebook just depicts and goes into detail of all of the techniques that I created and used to build my lower body. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, my focus at the time was legs. I wanted to really shape my legs up. Glutes were secondary. So that particular ebook really hones in on the quads and the hamstrings, so to speak, for those of you who have the desire to just kind of gain some mass in your legs. So check that out on my website if you aren't aware of it already. But yeah, I got inspired by going to a bodybuilding show. I saw women shaped in a way that I had never seen before, and I basically just wanted to see what my body could do. I don't have body goals. I don't aspire to look like anyone in particular. I really just get in the gym, I push, I'm focused, I connect my mind to my muscle, and I just see where my body can go, And I think that's the thing well, that should be the goal when you go into the gym. you shouldn't walk in there thinking, I want to look like this person, or I have to be shaped like this. What you should do is walk in the gym, give it your all, have a plan, and just really be focused. To be honest with y'all, if you've ever seen me in the gym, I look mean as hell, okay? A lot of people are scared to talk to me, and the reason behind that is that I'm not in there to socialize. I'm in there because I have a plan. I'm trying to execute that plan, and I want to be and remain as focused as I can be. So sometimes, since I'm in my head, since I'm really counting through what needs to be done and what's next, sometimes I look like I don't want to be bothered. Because in a way, I don't want to be bothered. I mean, I'm friendly. I'm going to talk to you and I'm going to speak to you when you see me in there, but I'm in there with an agenda. So that's kind of what you have to do when you get in the gym. If you're in there playing around and just, you know, looking all around for some attention, not that there's anything wrong with that, but if you have a goal, get in there and get the job done. You know, once I'm done, then I'll go play and talk and run around and socialize and do all that other stuff. But I'm right here the whole time. As soon as I step into the gym, I'm in my head, I'm focused on the muscle, I'm focused on the task, and I'm trying to get the job done. That's really what it takes. That's the only difference between what I can tell you between myself and anyone else, is that I know how to connect my mind to the exercise, to the muscle, and get the job done. And more than likely, that is why I've seen the results that I've seen in a shorter time span, because I'm focused. Y'all could... Sorry, I had to pause that video because I got super tongue-tied. But anyway, when you connect your mind to the muscle, the chances for change are so much greater. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you. You just have to get into the gym and you got to be focused. You know, that's really all it takes. Consistency, focus, and then you got to get home and be disciplined enough to eat the right foods and eat the right quantities. So how I changed my body was a lot of work. How and what inspired me, I just saw something that I thought was interesting. I saw a lifestyle that I was impressed by, and I wanted to be a part of it. So I did the research and I did the work needed in order to change my body and to enhance certain areas that I wanted to enhance. That's really all it was, you know. And right now, if I was to say that there was a particular goal at the time, I really do need to go back to improving my flexibility. Prior to bodybuilding, I was extremely flexible, and I kind of let that go a little bit, not on purpose. I was just so concerned with the weights that I neglected my stretching and recovery up until recently. So right now I want to improve my flexibility, go back to where I used to be. And
don't go outside. H&R Block is Tax Pro Go. Upload your docs and the Tax Pro does it.
That's about it. And I don't mind having more separation in my muscle. Maybe a little more glutes. That's about it, really. I like where I'm at in terms of my fat composition in comparison to my muscle composition. If that makes sense. I like the feminine look. I don't really like the shredded look. So I don't see myself wanting to lean out too much more. Now, granted, that would give me more definition, but I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with the volume of my muscles and, you know, where I'm at the time. This is enough definition for me, to be honest with you. I don't aspire to be super shredded. But yeah, I'm pretty good on tonight. Hey, little nigga, come on now. Stop it. But no, I'm good on changes as of this moment. We'll see. You know, things might change. I might compete again. So at that time, you know, my goals will change. But right now, I'm pretty content. So.
You did the last. I would have gone over around. I'm gonna be like,
sorry, y'all. I'm in the middle of a conversation.
well, I like she got to embrace the people that's not there.
up, little nigga. I usually do these videos, y'all, completely by myself. That way I can really focus on, you know, what I'm saying. But I got a lot of distractions right now. And I figured, you know, that's more real anyway. Since y'all see me in this, this element. It's just what I prefer with these videos. So it is what it is. Hey, come here. Say hello. This is Rocky, guys. You're gonna see a lot of him. This is my baby. I got him right after my mom passed away, so I'm extremely attached to him. Almost like my child, for real. Anyway, if y'all have any questions, if you have any specifics and want to know like exactly what I did in terms of changing my training regimen and my diet, then ask, you know. This is basically just letting you know what made me decide, hey, let me switch up my training regimen. Because I was already fit, you know. I was a track runner, so of course I was in shape. But again, I was training for strength and speed and agility. I wasn't training for aesthetics. When you're training for aesthetics, your sole purpose is to change the shape of your body. So feel free to comment, to like, to ask questions. You know, I don't know what y'all want to know. The only way I'm going to know is if you ask. So let your girl know. And stay tuned. I got the next AAA video coming up. Arms, abs, ass, remember. And again, with that one, if there's anything in particular that you want to see,